We are back. This, the ladies' finals, here at Stumps Lands. Beautifully remodeled, nice looking establishment. The fight will occur on lanes 7 and 8. I'll tell you what, we've got a little emotion here. Wow, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, she said she was nervous before because she said her knees were shaking before she got up to throw, but you'd never guess it the way she delivered that pitch. Sitting back with me, working today, is a girl that has made this thing run smoothly for weeks and weeks and weeks. Kathy, welcome to the announcer's table.
Thank you, Dave. It's nice to be here for the first time.
We watching Regina Snodgrass after last week. She was excellently averaged well into the 200s. Regina opens today's match with a good pocket shot, but solid 10.
Regina comes from a bowling family.
There she is, gracing our announcer's desk. I guess I should be sitting down. I'm better when I move, Butch. Oh, going across lane. Same thing we saw last week. Missing into the channel. Just dropping off right before it got to the pins. But Regina, we've seen her come back time and time again, so we should be okay.
Regina's been our queen twice this year already, so I'm sure she'll do very good today.
Oh, yeah. She's an accomplished player. We talked about it last week on the show, all of her accomplishments. One of the elite group of ladies in town to have rolled a perfect 300 game. And she didn't do it this way. Going a little wide, leaving the 2-7. Kathy, you ran a nice tournament all year long, and the men liked it, and people out in the audience are writing some nice stuff in and telling you what a good job you did. I'd like to reiterate that. You and the girls, Michelle Brown,
Donna Nenadove, we had Lori, and we had Paul. We'd like to thank them all. Michelle Brown is our tournament director, and she does an excellent job every week.
That's right. And there's an excellent job picking up the 2-7, and that's how you do it. You fit the ball up, just hit it to the left of the center on the 2-pin, and you let the ball's natural hooking and arc carry it into the 7. Julie just stepped up and opened our match up with just an awesome strike. There she is. Got to blow that hair out of the way, and Julie's trying to get it together, but another good shot. Unbelievable.
I love watching Julie. She's an excellent bowler. She adds excitement to the game.
There you go. What a shot she throws. She's just maxed out right up the 10th board. The ball rolls off excellently. 10 pins in the pit. Every pin doing its job. Kathy, she looks great for somebody that's so nervous.
I don't really think she's nervous.
You think she was just... I don't know. She shows all the signs. Deep breaths and little intense.
I've watched her in the city match games, and she bowls the same way. She's a very intense bowler. She has all the emotion to it.
Oh, on a fantastic delivery. Let's see if we can see who the culprit is on this replay. We're going to have a shot of her reaction and the ball shot here in the next couple of frames. We're going to get some of her reaction for you because she's a very animated player, and for me, that's always fun to watch.
She's one of the women bowlers that shows her emotions and enjoys the game, whether it's good or bad.
So far, it's good. Have a little talk to herself. There goes that hair again. Maybe that's just part of her ritual. I don't know. Solid 8. She brings it back easily. She's a good spare shooter, and she seems real warm. Plays the audience well too.
She had some excellent games in qualifying for today's show. She only had one game under a 200, and she had a 1064 for 5 games to make the show today.
1064. That's over a 210 average. It's incredibly nice. This is another girl you don't want to let see get away from you. Regina Snodgrass can strike with the best of them. Let's watch it here. Where's it going to hit? Same line she's playing last week. If it hits that first arrow, you know it's close, and close it is. That's perfection right there.
Regina had almost exactly a 200 average for the 5 games that she bowled at Stumps to make the show.
and well into the 200s for the telecast itself, earning the right to appear this week in our finals.
Man, these girls really want to win.
Get down there on the bench where you belong, Jennifer.
Just be concentrating on the game, Jennifer.
That's right. Excellent shot, Regina Snodgrass on the left lane. She opens up with the double. The winner of this match will go on to meet our co-color person, Jennifer Kleekamp. She is a contestant today.
Yes, she bowled quite well to make it. It was a duel between Jennifer and Jan to make the show today.
Both players very accomplished, and a record as long as your arm behind them.
Oh.
Julie looks great, Kathy. I'll tell you what, she looks absolutely perfect out there on the lanes, and she's so animated, so into the game.
It makes the crowd work with her when she does it that way.
Yeah. I like it. Well, we're coming down the home stretch here. We know summer's just about upon us, and just because the weather's nice out and we're looking at it, looking out the window, the birds are chirping and things are spread. Don't give up bowling. Bowling's a great game. Each and every week you can come into your Fun Pin Center and see what we've got to offer. Cool air conditioning, a well-stocked bar, and there we go. Let's watch perfection here. Julie is playing. Now the animated shot, that's the left. Julie stays down, goes through the ball, comes up a little bit, but her powerful release is so good, it gets there anyway. Head pin goes to the wall, takes the four off. Yeah! Looks like a referee in a basketball game. What is it?
You were talking about summer. Don't forget, we still have 2 weeks with a youth program coming up. On April 30th and May 7th, we still have 2 youth shows coming up.
That's right. We've got, we're featuring some of the city's best and finest young talent. And here we're featuring some of the best and prettiest talent. There you see the 1, 2, 4, 10. We call it the war shout, among other things. And the way you make this, Kathy, is to hit it to the left of center, throw that head pin, the 1 pin there, into the 10, and let your ball carry through. Just like this.
Ooh. I'm glad you explained that, Dave. I've been getting letters on how to make these shots, and they say you're doing an excellent job doing it.
Well, thank you. Everybody gives me enough material to work with. Anybody can sound good, but this is the way you go. This is the way you leave it. The ball cuts in sharply behind the head pin, and this will be the way you make it.
I'm going to remind you on our youth show for our handicap, there will be Dusty Hill and Matthew Waller, and we have a girl, Jennifer Burkhart, will be bowling, and Mike Wilson will be bowling on our handicap show next week.
All that's coming up. Channel 5, the station that brings you sports in Cincinnati, and Regina Pollard, the person that's bringing you a lot of strikes your way, and give us some fine competition. Regina's into this match.
The proprietor sitting next to Jennifer, Regina, is Mike McDonald, and his brother Tim are the proprietors that own Stumps Lanes. You can see Tim and Mike on your screen. They have Mike's son is here, Jason and Ryan.
I tell you what, Julie's going to have a hard time selling me on the fact that she's nervous. Take a look at this girl. She is just doing a lot of things right. Right over the 9th board. Nice, good projection. Watch this ball. No deflection. It's eating that 1-3 pocket live. 1, 3, 5, 9. Out of here with the ball, and the pins do the rest of the work, and she's doing a great job.
Now, the following week, our scratch show, we will have Chris Doan and Christy Brockman, and a Keith Ivory and a Gary Rowe will be our youth scratch folders. I'm looking forward to that show.
Well, I'd sure look forward to giving a car away here, but we're not going to do it this first game. But the level of competition with the women has been such that it's not out of the question. And if we do, Mr. Walt Sweeney, I call him Mr., that way seems a little older. Look at the 4-7 there. West Hills Ford brought us an Aerostar wagon he drove to the show this morning. Beautiful, beautiful van. Extended body, about $18,000. Kid, do you think you can work one of these out for me for next year's shows? A little company car kind of deal?
I'd like to get a new one for me. I have one, and I can vouch for it. It's a beautiful van, especially for our family. It's just wonderful.
4-7, cleanly put away, and Regina Snodgrass will be up on the right-hand lane.
I'd like to say thank you to Sam Coleman, who was sitting there keeping score.
Regina is down 33 pins, or 32 pins as we look at it, but she's got that strike working, so she could cut it to 23. Let's look. It's good. It's in the area. Just did not quite turn over, however. Slaps herself there. Just wasn't real pleased with the release, even though the line was right. She's losing ground fast, and she knows it.
Regina sometimes gets down on herself. She's her worst enemy when it comes to bowling.
There it is, the 8-pin, larger than life. Looking down, checking her wrist, make sure it's in the right position. For you bowlers at home, you want to establish a routine, and that routine should include some final checks as to where your ball is in relation to your arm and your thumb position and the height and all that other good stuff. It's got to be right before you start, before it'll be right before you're finished.
You can see Jason McDonald in the background. We have a few of our other women bowlers that came out. Jill Keller, Bert Brockman, Jan Hills in the background.
There's Mr. Schmidlin, our ABC representative in this area.
A wonderful person.
Oh, a wonderful guy. And he, whoa. We show you all the great shots. Regina is not going to be happy with this one. Let's see if we can pick it up on the replay as to what happened. The ball goes way wide. Let's see here. Looks okay, but right there it just continues to slide. Goes out to the one board there and never, ever has a chance to recover. Cutting through, getting a 3 count, and on a spare, that is a dramatic mistake.
You don't make mistakes with Regina.
Not typically. She's a well-schooled player. We'll just call that a couple of Bahama shots. She's not, as you pointed out, Kathy, she's our own worst enemy sometimes if things don't go right. We all have a tendency to scrutinize what we do, and sometimes overly so.
She was the high queen bowler at 3 different houses, Kingpin, Stones, and Crossgate. That was the most any of our queen bowlers. So she's bowling well this year.
This lady is bowling well too. Julie Prewitt, she's just really putting on a clinic for us today. A light shot deflects sharply and leaves only the 2-pin. Easy spare.
And there's our Walt Sweeney, who's brought the Arrow Star today. He's sitting in behind Julie Prewitt.
Yeah, I had to have my car worked on, and we're having some of the work done out at his place, so we'll be picking it up shortly and see what a good job his people did. They've got a very large body shop and service department area there, and I know he rallied behind the cause and picked up the sponsorship this year, and boy, do we enjoy our sponsors. Partridge Beach is with us, and we want to welcome them to the show, a very successful show down through the years. And Partridge, a very successful company with a full line of dogs and bacon and ham and all kinds of lunch meats. So
I'd like to thank Jane Weiler. She was here earlier. She had to leave. And she's our Partridge representative. And if you notice, they have Partridge on the back of their shirts in the little van with the horses on them.
Yeah, there we go. Partridge meats. They don't use the covered wagons anymore, but I think they use trucks nowadays, Kathy. I'm not really sure, but Julie's been throwing a truck. Let's see if she can get back. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That ball was great before it left her hand. She just got to the line so clean. But let's see if we can watch it here. Julie just gets to the line as solid as anybody ever could, right over the 10th board. This ball is trucking. 10 in the pin. Regina, you've got to carry those kind, and you had to throw a lot of them.
Looks like Jill will be meeting Jennifer in the next match if she keeps going the way she's going now.
Oh yeah, she's got the match sewed up, and it's tough because Regina bowled so well last week to, come in and not perform up to her satisfactions this week and not progress on. But Julie Prewitt will go into game number 2 and meet our co-color person, and that'll be coming up in game number 2. Rhino ball. We're going to be giving away a couple of things here next game. A couple of Rhino balls. Kathy, how's that work?
We're going to be drawing for a Rhino ball in each one of the youth weeks and this week. So if you will please send your name and and telephone number and address to 1821 Summit Road. And I will be drawing it on the every week for the king, for the queen, and the youth. We'll be drawing and giving away a rhino ball given by each individual pro shop that's been sponsoring our show this week.
I think that's what it's Tri-State and Carl's Bowler's Paddock.
And the ball shop.
Mm-hmm.
And one more. Figure it out.
Yeah, well, you leave me hanging out here. Thanks a lot, Kath. 1 week on the telecast. She's already leaving me hanging on the edge of a cliff here, folks. I don't know.
You try to figure the 4 of them out.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to be giving away rhino bowling balls. And just for that, I'm going to send in a fictitious card to enter.
That's right. All right, we have Carl's the Ball Shop World of Bowling in Tri-State. That was a trivia question. If you would have got it right, I would have let you enter it.
Thanks a lot, Kath. Well, I need a new ball. God only knows my scores haven't been high enough lately. Regina's score was not high enough either to advance to our next match, but she did a fine job. Julie Prewitt will be the player that will advance to game number 2, and she has earned the right.
Old Sweeney can't wait to get that car away, so I hope it's for the ladies. They deserve it.
I've never seen someone so anxious as Walt to give a car away. I guess that means he makes great deals when you want to buy one, too. I'm not sure, but I'd stop in and see him. He's an anxious man.
I can be sure. That's where I bought my Aeros car.
There we go.
The red one.
Oh, Kathy. A red, at your age, tone things down like I do. Drive those silver automobiles now. Nobody notices them. Julie Prewitt, going a little high, leaving the 6 spin, but the party's over here. She's already got enough pins to advance to the next game. So she's strictly going through the motions. Boy, this has been a fantastic year. Kathy, I just want to, from a competitor standpoint, you and your people have just done a marvelous job with the show here, and Michelle and her crew, Donna, and on and on. They just did a fantastic job for the qualifiers. You got a lot of bowlers in your corner. A lot of people enjoy it. And hopefully you at home keep tuning us in week after week, and we'll be back for 1990.
I want to remind the women to come out for 1990. We need more women bowling. With sponsors like Partridge, I hope we get more of them.
And there you have it. Game number 1 is history, so to speak. Regina Snodgrass, 176. Julie Prewitt, 225. And she'll go into game number 2. So stick around. We'll be right back.